Right, Joe, 59 last time. Your best on a paper 2 is 70, which is the one nailed on D that you've got, C that you've got, sorry. So let's see, how do we do this time? Meters, kiln, great start. And that's excellent as well. Great. Full marks on the first page. It's exactly what you need. That's great. Cylinder, pentagon, prism. Now, that is a prism, but you need to be saying that it's a triangular prism. Okay, because there are lots of different types of prism. That is a prism as well. So you won't get the mark unless you say it's a triangular prism. So drop the mark there. Okay, this is a chord. Secant isn't a word that you need to worry about. That is a radius. And that is a tangent. So you've got 1 out of the 3 there. Those are correct, and so is that. Well done. Okay, so with this one, what you're looking for is equal to 0.4. Now 0.4, if you wanted to write that as a fraction, you would write it as 4 out of 10. Okay, it's 4/10. It's in the tenths column. Units, tenths. So that's 4/10. So that's 4/10. And you can also cancel that down to 2 out of 5, because you can divide both numbers by 5. And the other number there, the other fraction there that is equivalent to one of those is this one, because you can divide top and bottom of that by 5 and get 2 out of 5. So that's the other one that they're looking for. That is 25%, same as a quarter. Well done. That is 6 out of 15. Nothing wrong with that, but it's asking you to give it in its simplest form. And because you can divide both of those numbers by 3, then that is the same as 2/5. Sorry, not 2/3. 2/5. Okay, so if you need to give a fraction in its simplest terms, you need to look for a number you can divide both top and bottom by. So you'll only get one of those 2 marks. 3, 4, 5, 6 for the page. That was correct, and that's correct as well. Well done. Now then, with this one, it's just a different way of writing an equation, really. What we've got is, we know that a package B plus an 8 kilogram weight will balance whatever A is. And 3 package Bs will also balance that, which means that those 3 Bs must be the same weight as a B and an 8. So they're looking for you to write an equation which is basically B add 8 is equal to 3B. And then from there, if you took a package of each balance, then you'd have 2B is 8. And if 2B is 8, 1B must be 4. So they're looking for you to sort of deduce that from the puzzle that they've given you. Okay, now with this one, what you're looking to do is not look how they're going up. It's finding the words, right? So it's not the differences. So what they're looking for you to see here is that each of those previous numbers is being multiplied by 4 to get the next number. So what you've done there is wrong. Okay, they're looking for you to give the ruling words. So multiply previous number by 4. 27 is correct. Well done. 45x is correct, and y less 3 is correct. Excellent. To find 2/7 of something, first of all find 1/7 by doing 28 divided by 7. So you do 1/7 is 28 divided by 7, which is 4, and then 2/7 would be 2 lots of 4, which is 8. But this is a paper 2, so you are allowed to use your calculator. And on your calculator, there's a fraction button. if I get my calculator to work. The fraction button is this one here. So you could find it by just putting the fraction in, 2 over 7, and then of means times. So wherever you've seen the word of, you replace it by times. 28 equals 8. So because it's on a calculator paper, you can use your fraction button. And that one's right, well done. So 2, 4, 6, 9 for the page. Range is 45. The mean is that. And halfway between that is excellent. Well done. 6 marks for the page. 1428 is correct, and so is that. Great. 10 marks. Really good. Now with this one, take a look how I explain it in the video. It looks really confusing, but basically the key information is there, that the square has an area of 25. Now area is length times width, and if it's a square, the length and the width must be the same. So what you're asking yourself is, what do you have to multiply by itself to get 25? Hopefully you'll find out quick enough. It's 5. So each side of that square is 5 centimeters. And the circle, the diameter of the circle, the length across the circle is the same. So that's 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, and so on to find the perimeter. So 150 is correct. Now, in order to work it out then as a percentage, you would write your 69 votes out of 150 and times it by 100 to turn it into a percentage. And again, it's on a paper too, so you're allowed to use your calculator. And again, use your fraction button. Fraction button, 69 out of 150 times 100 equals 46%. 2.58 is correct. Well done. So you haven't done enough there in order to merit any marks. You would need to at least write it as 69 out of 150. So 4 on our page. Excellent, well done. So you've remembered those, so that's really good. There'll be 4 easy marks if they come up in a couple of weeks. And that one is right as well. Well done. Now let me get to the nasty stuff. So let's take a look what we've got here. So you get your £7.45 standing charge. 25 times 93 is £23.25. Brilliant. So the charge so far is £23.25 plus £7.45 plus 27.72, which is 58.42. That is great. So you've got full marks for that. Well done. 4, 6, 9 for the page. Now this is nasty because what this is doing here now is adding some algebra to what's already a really nasty question. So the fact that you've done that pretty much is superb, and to get a C, that would be all you'd want to do. This is because we have an overlap with a higher tier, and you know that's a sort of B grade question. So the best thing to do is to watch how I go through that on the video clip, but if you don't follow it, don't worry too much about it. And similarly with the second part there again, take a look how I do it on my solution, but don't worry about it. Okay, so then we've got scattergraph, which you should worry about, because this is something you should be able to do, and that's good, and so is that. And there is no correlation. That's perfect. Age doesn't have anything to do with the cost, is exactly what you're looking for there. Well done. So 5 marks for that page. And again at the end here, hold on. So it starts at 2,400. Right, now we've done compound change in the last week. Okay, it isn't the same every time. So So you start with 2,400, but then it doesn't work this way. What you've got to do is first of all work out 1 year. So you work that out, it comes to £432. Then you have to take that off. So at the end of the year, it's worth 2,400 less 432, which is 1968. Then you do the same for the second year, but this time the 18% isn't worked out of 2,400 because it's already lost some value. So in the second year then you do 0.18 times 1968, which is £354.24, and then you take that off again. So in order to work out how much is lost over the 2 years, you're going to add those two together. It's lost that in the first year, that in the second year. £432 plus £354.24, or whatever that works out to be. This is Pythagoras. If you have a look on the website and in the foundation to your topic papers, there's some practice for that. It's a technique that you can learn pretty quickly. Even if you don't understand it, it's something that you can learn. If we get a chance, I will go through that before the exam. And this one, again, watch how I explain it on the video. Basically, it's like a recipe, except it's a recipe for concrete rather than a cake or something. And what you have to do is you have to work out how many times more you need for this than that. So if 10 increases to 16, if you do 16 divided by 10, the scale factor is 1.6. So everything here has to be 1.6 times as big as that. So no marks on that page. Okay, let's see how you got on. I thought you did a pretty good attempt at that one, Joe. 12, 16, 22, 31, 41, 45, 49, 58, 63, or 63. Okay, so that's a really good crack. I'm going to say that it's 2 marks off a rock solid C, but some years that would have been good enough to get a grade C. But if you go through that paper, there are still some things in there, like that compound interest, like the 2 sevens of, that you should be able to get your head around quickly and put right. That's good. Well done.